What's up, guys? Brent here, and I'm making this video because June 12th, so we're a little late here, but June 12th was 7 years on T. Top surgery was January 2010, hysterectomy January 2011. So I've been in the process of transitioning for quite some time, and I want to make a video answering some questions that people might have regarding all this time. So, got some questions here. First question, did the histo hurt? Do I have scars? So, I had the robot, the Da Vinci, I think it's called, procedure. I do have some scars. My lighting in here is not, it's not going to be good today, but I do. Oh. Let's see, I can take it to my kitchen. It didn't really hurt. Well, it hurt more than top surgery. It did hurt more than top surgery. And it's just, I guess, because like walking and all that. But I healed up pretty quickly from it, like couple weeks or so. Really wasn't hurting after 2 weeks or so. But the scars, that's a scar right there. You're probably actually can't even see them. Yeah, I guess they're pretty faded up. I guess they're pretty faded up by now. So, I have videos on my histo though, if you want to see that. Yeah, so alright, so next question here. How have emotions changed before and after T? Emotions have changed a lot. I used to be like really emotional pre-T. I'm still an emotional human being. But I would like cry over Disney films and everything. I don't cry nearly as much anymore, which is a good thing for me. But don't get me wrong. Like if I have to cry, I can cry. I'm still in touch with all my emotions. I get over things so much faster now. Like I would just get stuck on things, I guess, and that's been a process. So I don't think it's necessarily just the T, but just growth in general. But the T definitely helped with that for sure. I got over things a lot quicker, pretty much starting T. I'm just like I'm more like focused. So much has changed. I could make a video on all the mental changes, but again, it's, I think it's in part the hormone, testosterone, and me being comfortable in my life and just growing. It's been 7 years, so that's almost a decade of just, growth as a human being. So you're going to change, especially when you're happy and you're content, and you feel like you found your purpose in this life, because pre-T, pre-transition, I didn't feel like I had a purpose. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just didn't feel, that I had a purpose. I didn't feel happy. I wasn't comfortable in my skin. It was just, whatever. But now it's like, I feel like I found my purpose and I'm focused on that, which is cool. So, so much has changed. So much has changed emotionally. I can make a whole video on that, though. If you want me to make a whole video on that, leave a comment down below, and I will. So, let me know what you guys want me to do there. When did facial hair come in thick? Facial hair came in thick. It's still coming in, to be honest with you, 7 years later. I'll take you back into the kitchen for that light there, but I just got shaved up at the barber shop. But the stash is still coming in, still. I feel like the beard's still coming in. It took probably a good year, and this is different for everybody. Genetics plays a big role in this, so I can tell you my personal experience, but that may or may not be yours. But it took about a year for me, and for it to like really start to come in, the beard in general, and then after maybe like 2 or 3 years, but it started coming thicker and thicker. I let it grow. If I let it grow for a while, it would get to be pretty thick after a year. But coming in thick, first off, I feel like it's still doing that, especially in my stash, a couple years. The next question is, did mood swings and acne level out? I would not say acne leveled out. I would say that I got less of it, but leveled out, no, I still have it. Mood swings, absolutely. Absolutely have leveled out. I went really, T made me more aggressive, right? So because I'm still such an emotional person, and those emotions are just the energy, I guess, right? But because I am an emotional person, the sadness kind of turned into anger. So I get angry more and frustrated more when I was sad. But that has definitely leveled out for sure. And yeah, I mean, again, over time, I guess, yeah, T over time for sure. I was way more aggressive. I'm still kind of aggressive. I'm a high energy guy, and I'm just, that's why I play sports. I'm just aggressive by nature. But I've, the things that frustrate me and all that, and my emotions have definitely leveled out. Definitely. So if you're emotional on T right now, it'll level out for you. What point did changes slow down or stop, like facial hair? My most changes, I think the average person's most changes are like a year and a half. But you can really change them as puberty. So guys go through puberty from, 13, 14, 15 to 20, 21. So it takes years. Again, my facial hair's still coming in. So everything else, voice, pretty much topped out in about a year. Everything else, I would say, I really didn't see many noticeable changes after a year. A little bit after that, but tips for dating. Well, I've made whole videos on this, but tips for dating. One, go surround yourself by types of people you want to be around. I was not dating pre-transition. I was not in a relationship. But that can be tough. So really communicate with your partner. That's going to be key. But tips for dating people that's not your partner already. I don't know. Just like go and talk and be yourself. I have a 4-date rule. On the 4th date, I will out myself. If we don't make it to 4 dates, I don't see the point, so I don't do that. But it's whatever. Just people, the right people are gonna like you for who you are, regardless. So I live my life, and I'm just like blah, like I'm just out there, and there's no filter on me, kind of thing. I mean, I try to be respectful, whatever. But my point is, I'm myself, and a lot of people don't necessarily like me. They think I come off as cocky or I don't know. I just rub people the wrong way. I've always been an acquired taste. So, but my point is that attracts the right people to me, and it weeds out the wrong people, and that's how it's going to be for everybody, because there's billions of people in this world. So be yourself. You're going to attract the people who like you for you. You're going to weed out the people who don't like you for you, and that makes things a hell of a lot easier. Go do things fun that you want to do, where you might be able to meet women and just strike up a conversation. Hey, how you doing? There's always a good start. And go from there. In terms of when you out yourself, what you say, that's all on you. I think that's different person to person. But yeah, if you have any specific questions regarding dating, I can make another video on that too and answer those. Trying to keep this video short here. Any medical issues or health-related issues? No. I get a physical every year. I get my blood work done at my endocrinologist, who monitors my T every year. I personally think that's really important. And no, I have not had any medical or health-related issues, knock on wood. But again, preventative care, catching things early is super important. So make sure you're getting in those checkups, and you're getting your blood work done at least every 2 years. 1 to 2 years really is what's recommended there. So, in first year, did I feel anxiety about physical changes? Like, did I miss my old body or not recognizing myself? No. I didn't feel ever not recognizing myself or anything like that. I didn't feel, some people feel a disconnect, not a disconnect. Well, yeah, I guess it would be like a disconnect, but some people feel like they're also losing themselves, in a sense, and you're losing your physical self. So I was nervous for top surgery. I had that 6 months in, and I was already at 27, so It was major surgery, and I lived 27 years that way, so it made me nervous, but I never, like, best decision I ever made. Like, I was so happy. I am so happy. So I think it's normal to be nervous and stuff like that, but I never mourned the old me. There was never, like, a lost period. I'm just, I'm comfortable now. I just see it as I finally went through puberty. It was delayed, and now, I'm comfortable. So, yeah. And how long to start seeing changes? How long to start seeing changes? Instantaneously, my smell, within like the first week or two, my smell changed. I think my face started changing. I noticed it in a picture. Actually, I think it was about a month in, because I'm pretty sure it was July 4th. And I took a picture. I'm like, wow, do I look like that? My friend's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, man, my face is changing then. And everything else, just kind of a slow, steady process over the next couple months there. And in terms of not recognizing myself, I'll just touch back on that. I actually feel so much comfortable. It's like I see myself now. So rather than not recognize myself, it's like this is who I am. This looks right. This looks better to me, and it makes me really comfortable. So that's that. 7 years. Wow, time fucking flies. What do you guys want to know? If you don't like me, click the dislike button. No, I'm just fucking with you. But for real, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to know, if you have other questions, if you want me to go more specific into one of those topics, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Happy Pride. Maybe I'll make a video. I went to Pride yesterday. I might make a short video about that if I have time. Happy Pride.